We have picked what we're going to each be tracking in the Bible. That is right, Lori and I are reading through the Bible, the whole Bible, for the second time through, and we want you to join with us. So in this video, we're going to share you guys what we each picked to track and the Bibles we're going to be using to do it.
Alright, so I'll go first. I am going to be using this Bible I just got, actually like a month or so ago, or forget when we did that video.
We'll link up to down below when we share all of our Bibles.
Yeah, I have the LSB, the Legacy Standard Bible, and I've been slowly working through. If you've been following Michelle and I on Instagram, we are going through the book of Matthew, and I've been fixing it up. So it's still overall pretty brand new Bible, so I'm kind of excited to read through this translation for reading the whole Bible again.
Yep. And I am using a CSB Bible, but this one is different, I guess. I got this from Matt Whitman off the 10-Minute Bible. He does reviews of study Bibles and Bibles throughout his channel. And it's called Experiencing God. It was back and forth for a while if I wanted to get it, but one thing I like about it...
She was.
About going back and forth. Yeah, just a little bit. It took me a bit to decide if it was worth it. One thing that he liked about it, so it has boxes in it. And in the little boxes, it said, like, did you notice? And it asked questions. And then it says, like, prepare to meet God. So the reason why he liked it was he just found it's not trying to teach you anything. It's not trying to bring, this is what this means. I just really liked it because it was having you ponder on what you just read and just some questions to kind of get you thinking.
Yeah, my translation, this book has nothing. It doesn't even have footnotes.
Just the words.
It's just it's just the words of the Bible. It's going to be interesting for me because the Bible I read last time all the way through, it still had my notes or had footnotes. This is nothing. This is like pure just God's word. So I'm also like nervous, but also kind of excited for that at the same time.
One thing I just want to make a quick side note, I'm not going to go too long to this, but one thing I was hesitant about getting this Bible was because I guess the person that inspired this years ago wrote a book or commentary or devotion, I forget how it worked, or his version of a Bible. I forget the person's name, but if you know what Experiencing God is, Henry Blackaby, I'm not sure if I said that right, but it's about knowing God and doing His will. And I was listening to a podcast, and I'll make sure I'll link it up. I guess in that Bible or devotion, I kind of forget what it was, I don't have it. He talked about like the hearing God only through small whispers, and like they were talking about how that's not really how God speaks. He speaks through His word mostly. So I was like hesitant. I'm like, oh no, is he going to be influenced by that? But then I sat with it. I'm like, he's just asking questions and stuff to have you ponder on. I'm like, you don't even have to answer them or look at the questions either. But I did browse through it already. I went through the Psalms. I did a little challenge at night. I was praying through the Psalms, and I used this to do it to kind of get used to it, Bible. And so I liked it. It kind of, made me just read the text a little slower. So I'm using this translation, and again, I don't think it has some footnotes, some other little notes mixed in. But anyways, I got it.
It should be interesting what you think of it as you read through.
If the questions help me. So how this works, we're going to be sharing our journey of reading the Bible. We're starting December 1st, so mark your calendars. And we're doing it inside our Locals community. And you might be like, what is Locals? Locals is similar to Patreon, if you're familiar with that. It's a place where people online can have a private community to give other content, exclusive content. So Laura and I share over there every once in a while a video we're watching or something like that. We've been sharing our sourdough journey over there, a little bit of my prayer challenges, what I'm doing over there, what I'm praying over. So we've been doing that over there as just a place for those that can financially support us as a way to say thank you. This is exclusive content. And the reason why we're decided to do it over there in a Locals community is because we really wanted that. Because the Bible is meant to be read in a community. Lori and I read it together, but we really want to join others along with us. And yes, we're going to continue to share our Bible studies, the Sisters in the Bible podcast here on our YouTube channel, as well as over on the Sisters in the Bible's podcast. But we wanted to do this a little differently, take people on the journey of reading the whole Bible with us, not really studying it, just reading through it.
And we don't really have a game plan for this per se.
No.
So it's going to be very raw, in the moment type of journey with Michelle.
We're not writing down day one, we're going to read this many pages. No, we're going to say, look at our time, our schedule, what's going on in our life. Okay, this is how much I read. We'll share with you guys inside Locals. This is what I read.
This is what came through us. So this is things that we noticed or didn't notice. That we have any aha moments or no aha moments, and kind of just really showing you what it's like for us to read the Bible. And we do it at nights. We plan to do it
like we're filming
like
this
right
at
now
night.
to get kind of in that
mindset. Get back
before
into
bed,
filming at night.
Reading, and we'll just keep track. We both have notebooks, so we'll just keep track of what we read and where we left off. So the next night we get into it, we can start again. And some themes that kind of came through me that I want to kind of track and keep aware of is water, like living water talk or just water. The other one that came through me that I thought would be very interesting, that's really been intriguing to me, I guess going back through the book of Matthew, because it's a big theme in there, is righteousness. So I want to track righteousness, and I think we kind of both want to do any atonement,
that's what I was
sacrificial
doing,
like language. That's another thing that I think I'm gonna try.
Yeah, I was actually watching some other videos from Tim Mackey and the Bible Project, and they, they're really good about helping you pick themes. I'm gonna give a full list, even more. I'll just give a few down below, but I'm gonna give a full list over inside our locals that I got from them, because there's so many. And when I was hearing them, I'm like, that's a good one too, and that's a good one too. And I'm like, Michelle, you're gonna continue to read the Bible. It's okay. So I think right now I'm gonna stick with atonement, sacrifice. Watch our previous video when we tried right through the whole Bible. It kind of, as I was reading it, I caught something else detail. I'm like, I want to start tracking that too. I have a feeling that's going to happen with me again. So I'm starting off just with anything around atonement, sacrifice, maybe even some prophecies of the Messiah. I haven't decided if I'm going to kind of morph that together or not. Tim Mackey's really good about helping you find themes. If you want to check out the Bible Project, if you want some other ideas, like they have some good general videos that kind of help you follow that.
So also there in locals, Michelle and I are still kind of deciding, like I said, where this is going to look like and how it's all going to unfold.
We're just going for it.
We might kind of every once in a while hop on and do like a live or recording of like, okay, we're going to read 1 Samuel, and pick how far we're going to read and actually read it there and just let you guys see, like, this is what we read.
And we're going to see also the nights we don't read or we don't get to it, and like, because obviously we're starting at the end of the year.
And how we just keep moving forward and just how we do things. And so kind of hold us all like accountable, but also very encouraging and very just, you can do this type of thing
Yeah,
too.
like I said, it's this locals is meant to be a community of other women who also really desire to know God's word and want to be with other girls, but also to desire to be on God's word and just to truly see what it says and see what God is speaking to all of us.
So go ahead and pick your theme or
let us in the comments
if
below.
you're going to have multiple themes, or you can just stick with one. And we hope that you guys can join us on December 1st for these nightly Bible readings.
Come experience God with us through reading His Word.